who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Auburn Tigers offense will have the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Scanning the field, it's Baldridge. Finds his man, it's Brown. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
He's open on the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Shoots it to the left. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Auburn.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
The Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him, but they'll... main focus, more guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. LSU right back to the line. They'll throw on third and short. Gets it out fast. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn it.
Turning it on! And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Auburn going to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got it in the middle at Stevens. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Stevens. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. To throw, it's Baldridge. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. LSU quick to the line.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every weekend. Let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Crosses the 45. There he goes to the right. The 20. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU. There's There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So here comes the Auburn offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Baldridge. That's reeled in. It's Lindsey. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on the left. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The short hands, it's Lindsey. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. They'll take any help you can get with that penalty yardage, but it's still 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Baldridge. It's complete on the right side. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Firing to the right, complete.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Man, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Gets open down the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. LSU right back to the line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Maddox. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. He wants to throw it again. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that week.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hauls it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Baldridge. Rushes on him. He'll slide and avoid the big hit. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right on the money. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Back to pass, it's Baldridge. He wants it all. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Third down coming up.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Back to throw, it's Baldridge. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. They'll move the tight end. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Tigers in the hurry-up. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Tight end now in motion. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on fourth. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the... The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity. Give it.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Dances away to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Running back searching for a hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Using the quick game. Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Baldridge. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Fires toward the target. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lindsey. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Maddox.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And no chance at a return here. This drive at their own 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
On the run, still looking. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the handoff. Find some fresh air. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down. Try to get the
ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Looking for more room. And with the interception, he'll take. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The quick out. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected